Hey everybody, it's Rachel with Rachel Q Stitches and welcome to my channel. Today I am going to teach you how I foundation paper piece by hand. I was watching Stitching with Rachel and she was showing her foundation paper piece little houses, and these are them right here. These little houses right here, aren't they adorable? And I fell in love with these little houses, and I wanted to make some, but I don't like to foundation paper piece. I don't like tearing out the papers, which is why when I do string blocks, I don't use paper. I don't like that. I just don't. So she casually mentioned in her video that she heard that there is a way to do it by hand. And so it got me thinking. And so I looked through the internet to see if there was a way that I could do it. And my first thought was, can I print them on some kind of muslin? And I know that I can. I know that I can print on fabric, and I've done it before. Some kind of muslin or something. And so I searched on YouTube and I found a lady that printed her foundation pieces on sew-in interfacing. And so she did that, but then she stitched them on her machine. And at the very end, in a short 5-second blurb at the end of her video, she showed him stitched by hand. And I thought, I'm doing that. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to show y'all today how I do it. But first, let me just talk a little bit about how I printed my pieces onto interfacing. So the first thing I did was I got a sheet of freezer paper right here. So this is my freezer paper that comes on a big roll. I cut it 8.5 by 11 to fit into my printer. And then I got my, so these are my supplies. Freezer paper, cut 8.5 by 11. And this is my sew-in interfacing, my non-fusible interfacing right here, sew-in. It is Pellon PLS 36 right here. It's a very lightweight sew-in interfacing, okay? And then what I did was I ironed it onto the shiny side, right here, you can see the shine, the paper side, the shiny side of my freezer paper. Now this is polyester, so you need to be very careful not to put your iron too hot directly onto it or it will melt. So what I did was I set my iron on the lowest setting and I just kind of tapped it around the interfacing, and then I flipped my page over, covered the paper side with a pressing cloth, and then I just ironed it, and I got my interfacing good and adhered onto my freezer paper, ran it through my printer, and then out popped this. Hold on. Out popped this. It printed. Yay! And that is how I made this little block right here. So you see? Here's the printed side, and right here. So that's what I did. So I'm going to turn my camera around, and I'm going to show you how I do this, the supplies I use to do foundation paper piecing by hand. All right? See you in a second. Okay, so let's talk supplies. Now, I use the same supplies that I use when I do English paper piecing. The needles that I use for English paper piecing are these right here. These Tulip applique needles, size 10. So this is what I use. I just keep them in my hand sewing kit, and that's what I use. And then I used my Wonderfield Deco Bob right here. Whoop, there it is. That's what I use. 80 weight. So that's what I use for English paper piecing. So it's what I had, it's what I use. So here's my little house, and these I am using the fabric I'm using. I've kind of cut them a little bit. These are from my Cotton Cuts Snippets bag. So let's show you what I do. So here is my little house. Let me see if I got that in the frame. Okay. All right, so the first thing, the reason I like doing it on here is, first of all, I don't need a light box. I can do this on the sofa in my lap. No problem. Because what I can do is I can take my piece, this is going to be my door, and I can just set it right here and I can see it. Now I know that this is going to be too big, obviously, but I'm just going to use it for, you know what? I'm going to use it this way. Can I use it this way? Yeah, I'm going to use it this way. And then what I'm going to do right here is I'm just going to trim it right here. That makes it a little bit better. Okay, so what you do when you foundation piece, you put your pretty side up like this. So you have your wrong side facing this way. And then you have your right side of your foundation facing up, if that makes sense, so you can see. So this is what I like about using the interfacing is I can see that I have a good seam allowance here. Okay, now this blue right here is going to be my house. So I have one right here and two right here. I know that this piece is big enough to fit right here for number 2. So I'm going to take it and I'm just going to put it right here. No problem. It's going to fit. I don't have to worry about it. Then I take my needle. I need to make sure I'm in frame. Okay. And I come up right here. Oh, I don't have my reading glasses. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. Okay. I come up through the line right here. Now, I don't make a knot. Never have. What I do is I go and I back stitch right here. I back tack it. Okay. And then I come up and I do 1. This is a sharp piece, so it's not going to be a very good way to show you. 2. Then I come up again, and I'm still on the line, so I'm good. And then I bring it up, and then I back tack it right here. Then I bring it up again, and I can put it right on that line. I don't have to worry about overshooting it or undershooting it with my machine. I can be pretty precise by hand. Okay, and then I back tack it again, and then I bring it through. Okay, I'm gonna pause y'all because I need to go get something. Okay, so I just kind of have my needle right here, just hanging out, stuck into my little thing. All right, so here you can see that I'm done. So I'm gonna lift it like this, and then I take my little roller and I just roll it. Now, yeah, that's pretty good. Now I can see that right here I have way too much fabric. So I'm just gonna kind of fold it right here on the line. And I'm gonna give myself a generous 1/4 inch seam allowance. I like to take a bigger seam allowance when I'm doing foundation paper piecing, when I'm doing this by hand. Foundation piece. I'm gonna start calling it foundation piecing. Okay, by hand. Okay, and then I just kind of do this. Okay, so then there's number 3 right here. So then I'm gonna take this piece right here. I'm gonna put it right sides together right here. Well, first, hold on. Let me come through again. So I'm going to come through so that I'm on the back side. Here we go. Sorry, I think I'm out of frame, y'all. Okay, got a little knot here. Well, all right, so now I'm on the back side. So I'm going to take this piece right here, put them right sides together like this, and then I'm going to start, and I'm just going to stitch down here, and I do the same thing. I come right here, I just bring it through, and I bring it up and I back tack it. I try to back tack at every couple of stitches, like usually every 3. Like every time I grab 3 stitches, right here, I'm gonna grab 3 stitches, pull it through, and then back tack it right here. And then 3 stitches, pull it through, back tack, and then I continue until I get to the end right here. Then I back tack it, and because I don't like to cut on the top, I will bring it through once more and cut it. Now I need to come up and stitch this part right here. I'm gonna make sure I'm in a frame. Okay. You can see here, my thing's flipped. I mean, you can pin. I'm not a huge pinner. I don't pin even when I machine sew, but you can pin. And what's great about pinning on the foundation, here I'm back tacking, you can see me, is it doesn't, like paper, it doesn't really distort it too much. But that's a personal preference. I don't pin. Okay, back tack it. Whoop, that was my iron, y'all. My elbow just hit my iron. Sorry about that jump there. Okay, and here we go. Snip that, flip it over, roll it. Okay, that didn't look too bad. Okay. I feel like this little part is crooked, but it's because the seam ends right here, so that's why. And that's another thing that's good about foundation paper piecing. If you do make a little mistake, you can just go in there and stitch it and fix it, and it's no big deal. Okay, so then I'm going to put this right here. And then I'll just start from the back right here. And I'll back tack right here. Y'all on screen. Okay. Sorry if I take y'all out. I'm kind of sitting a little far away from my table here. My chair keeps scooching back on me. So yeah, every time I just pull my thread through, I just go ahead and just back tack it. All right, so I'm probably going to speed things up a little bit right about here, and catch y'all at the end. Okay, guys, I'm done. So I went ahead and I checked my time, and it took me 15 minutes to sew this little block. Now, I need to check to see what happened. My little door's a little wonky, but other than that, I think it's kind of cute that way, honestly. But other than that, it came out cute. Took 15 minutes. I can do this sitting on the sofa, watching TV with my husband. I did trim it up a little bit. Now, I'm going to link the shop down below where this came from, but if you are somebody who wants to try foundation paper piecing, or if you're a hand sewer, it can be done. Y'all, this is the second time I've done this little block. Second time I've done this by hand, but I just want to show you that it can be done. That little crooked house, little crooked door. I don't know, my stitching is straight, so I don't know what happened there. I think I put it on crooked. I can see my seam is crooked, even though my stitching is straight, so I don't know what happened there. But it's cute crooked. I like it crooked, but anyway, this is my second one, so I'm not gonna judge myself too harshly in that. But these are my two little houses. You can foundation paper piece by hand. You can print on interfacing, sew in interfacing. And y'all, these are so much fun to make. 15 minutes. I was probably a little bit slower because I was filming myself. I was a little nervous. I don't know if you noticed, my hands were shaking at the beginning. I've never filmed myself stitching before, so, but they're adorable. I love them. So anyway, give it a try. Like I said, these are from Snippets bags from Cotton Cuts, so they're the perfect size. I mean, this is what I used. Y'all, don't throw away your little pieces. You can make little houses. And what I love about this is you don't have to be precise in your cutting. So anyway, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching me. I will be having an unbagging soon. I'm hoping to get a package in today, so I'm hoping to get that out to you guys. This is fun. Give it a shot. Foundation piecing by hand is fun, and I plan on making lots more of these, and I plan on buying her little trees. So I probably will sew these together by machine. I don't know, but thanks guys for watching. I will see you guys next time. Lord willing, happy stitching everyone. Bye-bye.